Ah! Ah! Hi. Trying to... sorry. I have an audition thing. I can't go into it too much because you're not supposed to. But basically, it's kind of like a real-life branding thing. So you're almost like an employee for them for 3 days. And they are shooting a commercial during, but you gotta do like this stuff. And it's like... It's not acting. Commercials in itself aren't acting really either, a lot of the time. Like, some are fun, but like, you know, consumerism and shit is like the death of art, really. Like, it both enables to like progress further, like more money means better productions in a sense, then more consumerism means more death to like creativity, and then it's like do this, this, and this, right? And I don't want to be a performer to do that. I don't want to be like, hey, products. Don't I seem like a nice guy who likes companies and stuff? Because it's not like I'm doing it in a comedy where I'm like a sleaze and everyone gets to be like, haha, sleazy business. It's like, no, this is legitimate. I'm trying to make this, and I don't like that. But I have to because it makes money. And then, like, if you complain about it, it's like you're not an established artist or performer. And, like, in the question of selling out and everything, I don't know. So I don't want to be too nitpicky and, like, not take opportunities when I have opportunities and everything and all that shit, right? But this is just, like, this is like someone who really cares about baking or cooking. And then they make a restaurant, or they want to make a restaurant where they make good food and they care about the people who work with them. It's like, cool. And then, like, you get bought out by fast food. It's like, no, do this. And it's like, it's a semblance of what you want to do, but it's horseshit. Complete fucking horseshit. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not doing enough right now. I need to start making my own shit. So I have a leg to stand on and I'll be like, look, this is what I want to make. Then I was just some dude being complainy about that shit. But I don't know. It wounds me. It wounds me in my belief center. I don't want to say, I say soul a lot. Like, it wounds my soul because the understanding of what other people have of what a soul is. Like, I don't, upon reflection of this and my belief structure, I don't want to keep going on the path of what is the accepted belief structure of, like, because if you're not religious, but you're still spiritual, you still believe in the soul, you believe in energy, you believe this and the other thing. And I'm not going to say any of that isn't real because I can't prove that. But you can't prove, and we don't even have evidence for half the shit we say, like majority of the shit we say we're supposed to believe in. So I don't want to go around and be like, oh, my soul, when there's nothing to that. Like, we're, in my mind, what we've proven thus far is we're kind of like biological machines with very advanced, like, our brains are very advanced, and they are born with quirks. Like, you were born, and your brain works one way or another. We have little things. We have names for, like, different ways your brain works, but then just levels of different chemicals released in your brain. So we're just a buggy computer from the day we're born, and then we're taught a bunch of shit. Like, initial things that you would never question, because if it works for you. So, like, there are people who will eventually question it right away, especially like the LGBTQ community, because they're just wired differently. So the shit we go through with, especially how we're told about what our bodies mean and everything, they question that right away. And it sucks for them because everyone's a dick about it, but it's nice for them because they immediately understand themselves on a better level. And for a lot of, like, cis people, straight people, where we're taught this, and it aligns to a point, and you just swallow it. You swallow all that shit. And then there's all this shit you will do that you're like, wait, none of that makes any sense. It's all crap. And that's what this represents for me. It's just fucking crap. That's, like, technically in my thing. It says, it gives me, like, anxiety. I don't know. I really I'm really struggling with the fact that work and everything in my idealism now is making less and less sense because you're working for just shitty things and you're not working for yourself, and like you can't necessarily align, but then we need money, and like I don't want to be a drag on society. I want society to progress as a whole. I want us to do things like that, and I want to be a useful person to those around me. And I'm not a slacker, and I do believe in hard work and everything, but I don't want to put hard work into things I don't believe in anymore. And money is something I like. Money's crap because the powerful people in our society mostly are just given the majority. And people can like excel up to the top and everything, obviously. But like, I know people who make tons of money for shit I can do. Like, lots of us have the ability to do the thing that really rich people do. And it's not because they're super impressive. They usually just have, and I'm not saying they're not hardworking. Lots of those people are extremely hardworking, but it's also luck of the draw. Just when you get that opportunity and everything, who comes up with it first. And I'm not saying those people don't deserve credit and shit for it, but at the same time, they don't deserve to fucking have such a better life than everyone else, and they don't deserve to dictate how the rest of us go about stuff, right? And I'm not an anarchist in anything, because when you do anarchy, the physically weak and mentally weak and stuff die. And I don't agree with that, because everyone has something to offer in a society where you build it that way, and we don't have a society built that way. And I don't know, I'm not well learned enough and probably not intelligent enough to come up with that by myself. I could at best be part of that, maybe. Like, I'd be helpful, I suppose, in a sense. But that's the thing. Money's just crap to me now. It's such fucking crap, because it's like, oh, you can work a minimum wage job or a labor job and make no money at that minimum wage job, but that minimum wage job is so hard, so fucking hard compared to like most jobs that make a shit ton of money. And like you pretend like, oh, I work so hard. And it's like, yes, you probably do work hard at what you do, but maybe it's rewarding, maybe it's fulfilling, and then you get so much money. If you, like any fucking millionaire works at McDonald's for a day, that's so degrading and so fucking hard. And then if you're like a laborer for your entire life, coming from a family of laborers, that's a hard fucking life that no one escapes happily. You finally retire, you're old and broken, probably addicted to several things, at least alcohol and painkillers, trying to get by. It's fucking horseshit, man. That is my thing. I believe all that. But at the same time, hard work and the struggle is important, and you can't just sit around doing nothing complaining, because then you're full of shit too. So what are you supposed to do? Because I don't want to contribute to this bullshit system we have going on right now, but I also don't want to sit down going like, I deserve this. So it's like, fuck. I just think about this a lot, and I like watch stuff, and I watch too much stuff. I would love to like just separate myself from it. And then there's so many other things that are fun, like video games and like media and everything. There is a lot there that's really cool. And there is good parts, and then there's bad parts. And how do you make your way through this? Questioning self and everything. Not myself, questioning self. What is self? Because we have such lines like, this is who I am, but you aren't. That's not who you are, because who you are can change. And if something can change, it's not a solid substance at any point in fucking time. A rock can turn into sand. So is rock ever technically a rock? Like, it's a rock right now, but if it eventually becomes sand, then it's sand. But it still used to be. If that makes sense to anybody, I just question this stuff a lot now. And that's yourself. Like when I was young, which is when I had my strongest sense of self, even though I didn't like myself, it was because that's who I was. This is what I am, and I hate everything about it. And as I like myself more and more and change, it's like, well, that's never really a thing. If that makes sense to anybody, I don't know. I don't know. This went really long. I didn't expect to bitch about this content. But either way, I'm not super happy about these fucking project I have to try and be on, where I'm technically just like fucking a thing. I can't talk about it too much. But it's done. If I get it. And then one day it's just me, this thing is dumb. It's a dumb thing. Okay, bye.